Hey there, Stampin' friends. It is Wednesday. Jody Breckbill, Stampin' Queen here. I'm going to rely on you guys. Let me pull up my comments. I'm hoping this is working because my view looks completely different than it has before. It looked a little bit glitchy. So if you are on with me and ready to do some stamping, come on in to my studio, say hi, give me a like or a love. I'm going to wait and see if I get a comment or two coming up here before we get going. Okay, good. Karen's on. Yay. There we got some more friends. Thumbs up. Super. Thank you so much. I just love when technology throws you a twist. And I was running around all day today. I've been up and at 'em since 7:30 this morning. Just walked in the door 10 minutes ago. I'm praying that I have everything set up from the night before and we're ready to go and do some stamping. But while you guys are coming in, I'm going to do a little bit of a share because there is a lot happening in the next couple days. First of all, happy anniversary to Paper Pumpkin, or happy birthday. Paper Pumpkin celebrated being 10 years old this month in March, and this is the March's kit. So I wanted to share it with you real quick because I had a little uh-oh, and I changed some things for the kit last month to order some extra, forgot to change my numbers, and so I have extra kits. So if anyone is in need of a 10th anniversary Paper Pumpkin kit for March, I have 3 extra available for sale. So just hit me up and let me know if you are interested in one of the Paper Pumpkins, because this one comes with extra stamps. So it looks like we have a polished pink Stampin' Spot. We've got 2 amazing stamp sets, and I'm in love with them already. I haven't even opened the package, but I love the stamps because to a wonderful mother, here's to another year of growth, to an incredible woman, Mother's Day, you deserve the best, sending all our love, just what I needed in time for Mother's Day. Then we have this one with the big happy. So you could do happy spring, happy Easter, happy anniversary. I need that one. I do not have anniversary stamps, so I'm going to be using this one. Happy to call you friend. And then we've got, looks like some lilies here. So that would be good for Easter. Yeah, for sure. All right. So there is some example real quick of a little extra. Thank you for Paper Pumpkin. And then look, oh, it's gold and shiny. Always like a present, this pumpkin. So we've got gold tissue paper, and I have seen the samples from this one. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So look at those amazing. Sorry, I'm bumping you. And I also have light glare in here because it is sunny today. So amazing, amazing kit, Paper Pumpkin. Happy birthday to you. So if you're just coming on, I was just mentioning I have 3 extra kits available for sale. So if anyone is in need of a March Paper Pumpkin, hit me up. I've got some. The other thing I wanted to make sure you guys know is these 2 catalogs are getting ready to retire. So those of you who are demonstrators this afternoon, we are going to see the brand new catalog. We are going to see the brand new in colors. We are going to see what we can get for pre-order. So it's very exciting in the demonstrator world because we get to see all the stuff today. So if you're a demo, that is definitely a perk. But I wanted to make sure that we talk about the fact that there is going to be a price increase, and some of our favorite items are going to be a little bit more in the new catalog. So now's the time maybe to take some inventory, check your stash, see if you need some cardstock or some refills or some papers. But this is what's leaving, or this is what's increasing in price. Now, how much, I don't know. We'll know that today. But cardstock, DSP, certain inks, punches, storage, clear blocks, tools, select stamps, select adhesives, Paper Pumpkin, all of it's going to see a bit of a price increase. So, like I said, now's the time to make a wish list. The other thing I want to make sure you guys know is retiring in colors. So as soon as this retiring list is announced, right, which it's being announced today, there's going to be a run, I guarantee it. First, we're having a color refresh. Second, we're retiring in colors. So things that normally would hang around a little bit will start to sell out really quickly as people are stocking up. They're going to get cardstock. They're going to get refills. They're going to get ribbons and markers and that kind of thing. So if there's some items that are retiring, some colors that are leaving, particularly in colors, and items like colors out of our regular collection will be retiring. So you might want to check that out. and get them so that you can keep on crafting. Protect your investment, right? If you already have these items, go ahead and add some cardstock and a re-inker and you can keep on using them. The other thing I want to make sure you guys know of is Connect and Create. This is a demonstrator only event that my friend Connie and I are hosting in my town of Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. And it is at Rhodes Grove Camp. So if you are local to me or you want to fly in, we would love to have you. Love to have you. We have airports super, super close to us. And it's going to be an amazing event. So it will be happening Friday, April 28th with optional classes. These are totally up to you if you want to take. But the actual event is going to be the 29th of April, and registration closes today. Now, if you're a demonstrator and you're ready to maybe move forward, you want to do some networking, you want to grow your business a little bit, this is a great event for you. We also have to-go kits. So if you can't join us in person, it's cool, no worries. All you need to do is grab yourself a to-go kit and you will get the products, you will get the swag, you will get the make and takes, and you'll get recordings from the event on the 29th. Okay, so any questions about that, just let me know and we can chat a little bit more. But I would love to see some of my demonstrator friends. I think we are at like 50 people maybe so far. So that's a good number, a real good number. And a lot of them are new faces to me. Some I get to see in person for the very first time. We've been friends online, but I'll get to see them for the first time in person. And yeah, I'm just super, super excited to have a demonstrator gathering. All right, now I know you guys are here for stamping, yeah? So if you are, we are doing my Quickie class today. So this is a special class that I am offering for 1 week only. It is, registration is open now, and it is using this super cool stamp set called Beside Me. Now, this is not one that I normally would have gravitated towards because I don't have little kids anymore. So I actually got this one for free. And I was like, well, let's go ahead and play a little bit with it because the sentiments are amazing. And even though I don't have little kids anymore, I did have little kids. Maybe some of you guys have grandchildren. So this is be great for grandpa, for Father's Day, for masculine cards. So I'm really, really, this one really grew on me more than I thought it would. So we're going to do a little bit of work with this one. This is a 8-card class. So you will get 4 cards, 2 of each. And you will get in your kit the linen thread, the enamel dots, which the enamel dots are deceiving because there is some blue in here. So there's navy, crumb cake, and white in those enamel dots. And then I also will include a 1/4 pack of the Neutrals Designer Series paper. This one's getting ready to leave. This will be retiring for sure. I don't have all the colors in here because I've kind of have used it heavily. But you will get a 1/4 pack of that DSP and linen, dots, 8 cards, tutorial, and this video. So if you guys are on the replay, you can just fast forward to the class part, right? We're just hanging out here and chit-chatting for a little bit before we get started. So let's go ahead and play a little bit with Beside Me. All right, we're going to start off with card number 1. And I bet, did I bring my linen thread? I don't think I did. So I'm going to use this one that I have right here. So this is crumb cake and navy. You will have all these pieces and parts cut and ready for you in class, which is awesome. My amazing die cutting crew will be happy to do that for you. I call them my princesses. Since I am the Stampin' Queen, they are my Stampin' Princesses. So Becky and Patty will be working on some of this stuff for you if you decide to take this class. The link will be, after this video is done, you'll find the link in the description. So you can click on that. And also some information about Connect and Create. Link will be in there also. So if you are a demonstrator and you want some more information about that event, you'll find that. This is the fun part, isn't it? Finding the end. I thought it was that, but I don't think it is. There it is. All right, brand new linen thread. All right, so I've got a piece of that Designer Series paper. That's the Neutrals. And I'm going to do 2 pieces across the front. Got myself a brand new seal here. It ran out on one of my last videos, so we've got a brand new one here. And we're just going to wrap those or add those 2 ribbons to the front. Hey, friends. Oh my gosh, I have lots on today. Yes, Kathy, I do have an extra paper pumpkin, and I will hold it for you because I think I'm going to see you next week. So I'll have one here for you. Alrighty, so we're just adding this linen thread across the front of our card. 2 strands. There we go. Tack them down here in the back so that they don't go rogue on me. And we'll add this to our card front. All the dimensions will be in your PDF tutorial. So if you take this class, you will get a full color PDF tutorial. All right, now I'm going to take this oval. So I've got my navy oval, and then I have, or frame, I guess, and then I have a white oval that I'm going to stamp on. And since I'm here, let's do a little bit of green glue on that oval. Dot, dot, not a lot, right, kids? And I'm going to just slip it right underneath there, line it up sort of in the middle, best I can. All right, so while that kind of sets up a little bit, let's do some stamping. And I've got my Night of Navy. There's my card. I've got Night of Navy ink and these guys fishing. We've got the 2 kids and the man fishing. I don't want to stamp on my on my table, so let's pull this one in. And we're just going to stamp on that oval. Now, they are not all going to fit, and that is okay. As long as my central image is on, there's just a little bit that's going to get cut off. And then while we have that out, I've got just a little strip of white here. And I'm going to do Thank You, Dad on that little strip. So I kind of thought, as I mentioned, this one was not one that grabbed me again because I don't have little kids and I don't have grandkids. But, you know, they were small and they did fish. And I thought that would be a great kind of memory card that your kid could send to dad and just be like, thank you, dad. Like, that's a great memory, I think. So we're going to add some Pop-Tarts on here. And I have a bunch of these little pieces and parts here. So we're using them up, right? We don't waste anything. So we'll add some Pop-Tarts on here. And it's going to get raised up over top of our linen thread piece. Don't put them on upside down. It's rule number 1 of stamping. Don't put your kids on upside down. There we go. Then I'm just going to take the Thank You, Dad, and just do a little angle right here and add that with some dimension 2. I still have my coat on. That's how quickly I ran in the house to get ready to come see you guys. I still have my jacket on. All right, now we're going to take a little bit of that linen thread and we'll tie ourselves a bow here. And I don't know if I mentioned this class is available through April 3rd. So you have a little bit of time left. I just wanted to make sure I had enough time to get it ready for you guys because Father's Day is coming. And I have a feeling this is going to be one of the retiring ones as well. This one's in the yellow catalog. Yellow catalog? Oh my goodness. What am I saying? It's in the purple catalog. What, yellow? Oh my gosh, I'm losing my mind. All right, let's grab some of our dots here. This one's in the purple catalog, and I have a feeling it will retire. I do not think this is going to carry over, but that's just a hunch. I have been wrong before. So there we are. Very quick and cute thank you, Dad card. All right, let's see what we have next. Why do I have 2 adhesives? How did that happen? I don't know. Could be the gnomes were in my studio. Okay, let's see. I got to make myself some room here. I'm creating a mess. Okay, so this is a fun fold card that I have here. And this one is Basic Gray and Mary Merlot. There's one that I really have not done too much with Merlot, and it just flips open. So I thought another amazing card. Beside me all the way, and you still are. Happy Father's Day. So this is great, even though, like I said, those kids might not be little anymore. This is still a great card to send for Father's Day. Kind of a walk down memory lane, if you will. Okay, let me get my stamps on here. I'm going to do this one just a little bit different. And we're going to do some scoring here. So let me find my score tool. We're going to take this Basic Gray piece. Good morning, Andrea. Oh my gosh, it's been a long time, girl. And hey, Tamara. Yes, I did have an amazing birthday trip. Thank you so much. We had a very, very good time. Got a little off the grid. It's always nice to disconnect. I think there were maybe every night, pretty much almost every night, we did not have cell service, which is kind of fun. Also a little unnerving because I think, what if something happens and we're in the middle of the mountains with no cell service? What do we do? But you can't get too in your head over that kind of thing. So I've got my Basic Gray here, 4 1/4 by 11, and I am going to score both ends at 2 3/4. So we'll score one end, then we'll just flip it and score the other end because math is hard. Only one number is what I need to know. 2 3/4. So we'll fold that with our bone folder, and they should just come up and just meet. Okay. Got a little bit of designer series paper here. Mary Merlot. You will get this in the card pack. Now you can also change to whatever pattern you like since it's double-sided. I'm going with the stripes. Can't see, I've got some shadow there. Some shadow. It's nice to see the sun. It's a pretty day here. Hopefully it stays that way. Okay, now I have a piece of Basic Gray. Okay, so that's going to go on here like this. And I had stamped it ahead of time in Memento. So I thought, well, I could color it with the blends. Okay, there it is colored with blends. But I thought, you know what? If you wanted to save some time, some of you are not coloring people, and that is okay. Some of us love to color. It's kind of therapeutic. I love the blends. But some of you may be like, you know what? I'm not a colorer. So if you're not a colorer, consider just stamping it in Mary Merlot. And then we will add that to our piece of Basic Gray. This one is cut out with those super cool decal rectangle dies. So you can kind of see the edges are a little bit rough hewn a little, if you will. All right, I just threw my Stampin' Seal somewhere, and I'm kind of going to need it. Where did it go? Hold, please. Oh my God. Come on. Oh, it's not making it easy for me today, kids. All right, so now what we're going to do is add a little bit of adhesive. Oh, this is just crazy. Little adhesive just at the top, right? We don't want adhesive all over the whole thing, or our card will not open. Okay, so just adhesive, no adhesive here, right? Next thing we'll do, there's our inside. So let's stamp our sentiment in Basic Gray. There we go. I did not pull up the Father's Day card. That's no big deal. Or the Father's Day sentiment. But I thought I had beside me. I do. So we're going to do that in basic gray as well. And grab that little punch. I want the little oval there. I hope this punch does not leave. I hope so. All righty. Hey, Betty found me. Yes, Betty, you do need to set up a reminder. That way you'll know I'm live at 12 on Wednesdays, noon Eastern time. I should say that because I know it's not 12 your time. 12 Eastern time on Wednesdays, I'm always live. All righty. So we've got that guy there, and let's add some dimensional because this little oval is what's going to keep our sentiment, or keep our, I don't want it to get on my image. Okay, so that's what keeps it down, and that's what's going to allow it to then pop open. So just be careful where you're putting your sentiment. There we go. Now we're cooking. All right. So there is that one. Let's add some gem. Add a couple gems. I kind of want the navy gems because it really makes it pop a little bit more, I think. These gems are slippery today. So again, I'll show you the image that I colored as well as the image that is not colored, and then you can decide what works better for you. You could also just color a little bit of it if you wanted to. I'm going to see if it'll scooch up a little bit because it's kind of popping up a little. Gently, I'm going to ask it. Come on. There we go. Okay, so there's your two. I don't know that I did list the blends because it's really up to you and using what you have. I can tell you I used a ton of different colors. The basis was Balmy Blue, Night of Navy, Crumb Cake. There's some yellow, there's some red. The skin tone markers, I used a bunch of those. So for the blends, I feel like you could use anything that you have at home. Not everybody has all of them. So, it's kind of like dealer's choice, but there's the two variations, colored and not colored. Depending on if you have blends, you could use the colored pencils, you could use watercolor. There's just a lot that you could do with this one based on the coloring techniques. All right, let's go with card number 2. No, this is card number 3. Love this one. Again, I have that colored in, and I'm going to show you a version of not colored in and see what your thoughts are. That also saves a little bit of time. So here we are. This would be Smoky Slate. Add a strip of the Designer Series paper. I will have those dimensions in the PDF for sure. And let's get some basic gray. And we're going to stamp some of the seagulls on here. So we'll have a couple up here, a couple down here. There we go. While I have it here, let's do our people. So ahead of time, I've got the Celebrating You. Did that ahead of time. We'll stamp our dad and kid playing in the ocean, looking at the birds in the lighthouse. I did them in basic gray. So this is going to be the image of not colored. But you always have that option of coloring. Oh, come now. There we go. My fingers don't want to work today. we have Celebrating You, and I'm just going to have that right here in between those birds. And then I'll cut this extra off. Okay, now we have our big lighthouse here. I wonder if this one will stay. I don't know. I'm going to do some green glue on this guy. So that's in balmy blue, and then the behind is going to be just plain white. I definitely like using the green glue for this because then you can kind of slide it and make it fit a little bit better. There we are. Beautiful. Attach that to our card base. And then find ourselves some dimensionals. We use that one up. Yay. Yay, we can throw one away. Does that mean I have no more dimensionals here? That might have been all I had. Nope, we got some more there. So we'll take these friends. Where did they go? Did I just throw them away? Oh, no, there they are. Got nervous for a minute. I thought I threw my dad away. All right, so the thing that I liked about this particular sentiment is celebrating you today. Maybe not everybody is fathers, right? Celebrating you today could be birthday, graduation. It could be maybe a stepdad or an uncle, somebody important in someone's life who's maybe you don't want to say Happy Father's Day, but maybe you just want to say, I am celebrating you today. So really, really awesome. Some of these sentiments. All right, let's add a couple gems. I'm going to stick with white again. And then I'm going to add a little bit of linen thread on that one too. Come on, booger. Let's go. Okay, and I'm going to I did a double bow on that one. Shall we do a double bow on this one? Let's do a double bow. I thought so too, Betty. I thought you could go either way, right? The other thing I thought that would work so well with this is the spotlighting technique. If you guys are familiar with the spotlighting technique, where you could just spotlight a part of the image. I'm going to add this with some snot dots so that just a little part of it has color to it and the rest is tone on tone or something along those lines. So there we go. There is colored and not colored version. So again, dealer's choice. If you would like to color, you could. The other thing is with this class, you'll get 2 cards. So you make 2 of every single card. So you could color one and not color one. Totally up to you. All right, final card. And this is definitely a little bit of a different take. This is a fun fold slider card. So we're going to take our Knight of Navy. And let me see if I wrote down the dimensions. Hopefully I did. 4 1/4 by 11. And we need to do some scoring. Two and 5/8 on each end. So similar to what we did before, but it's going to leave a bit of a gap. It will not close totally like that first one did. So let's use our bone folder. So see, you've got a nice gap there. we're going to add, okay, so I guess I should show you how it works. So you've got this image here and it's going to slide on and off. That's what keeps your card closed. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make this fun slider card. Oh gosh, I'm hoping not, Betty. That would be a catastrophe. I would love to see maybe Misty Moonlight come back or Dapper Denim. I would not hate that. But I don't think that Night of Navy can leave because it's such a staple. Navy, it's all, you know, it's in the neutrals family, which I understand why. I totally get why. All right, so I've got paper here. I think I'm going to go with this one. I must have cut too much. So let's add some DSP to those flaps. The one thing that I also do with these classes, you guys, is I know a lot of you are demonstrators or customers. You may have already have this stuff, right? Yes, Andrea, there are 3 colors that started off with Stampin' Up! That are still with us today, 3. And Night of Navy is one. Old Olive is the other one, and Garden Green is the other one. And I am pretty sure all 3 are going to stay. That's my 2 cents. I have no inside information. Well, I have a little inside information. Garden Green is definitely staying. But those are the 3 original colors. I did a little quiz on my Facebook group. Real Red is actually not one of the originals because I joined in, let's see, Taryn was born in 98. So I think I joined when Aiden was 2. I joined in 2002, but I've been stamping before my daughter, and she's 24. And we did not have Real Red when I first came into Stamping Up. We had a color called Rocket Red, and Real Red came soon after that. So it is not one of the original colors, even though it feels like it should be. That was one thing I remember all of us saying is we need this real red. Like it needs to be a true real red. Real Red was actually in the Brights collection then. It's now in the, not neutrals, Regals. Okay, is that still a thing? Regals? I've been around too long and too many name changes, right? That's a color family, isn't it? Regals with Cajun Craze and Old Olive and Garden Green. Oh, help me out, guys. Is that called the Regals family? So yeah, Rocket Red was a little more reddy burgundy, I would say. So yeah, alrighty. Showing my stamping age. Yeah, it's hard for me to believe that I started. Thanks, Betty. Regals is a thing. It used to be called Rich Regals, Bold Brights, Soft Subtles, and there was another one. And so then they changed the names. They shortened them down to just Brights, Subtles, Regals. It wasn't neutrals. But anyway, it's hard for me to fathom that when I started stamping, I was pregnant with my daughter and she is 24. So I've been at this a long time. And I told myself from the get-go when I decided to become a demonstrator, I told myself from the get-go, I will do this until it is not fun anymore or it feels like a job. Because I quit my job to stay home and raise my children. And so I was like, yeah, I don't want another job. So yes, this is technically my job. I do work at it, but it's fun every stinking day. All right. So I did stamp these guys ahead of time. So I colored them in. And like I said, I used, I know I used Balmy Blue, Night of Navy. There's some yellow in here, Crumb Cake, Soft Suede. And then the colors are just whatever I pulled out. So I don't even remember the neutral like skin tone blends. So you could, we need to add some ribbon to this. I will keep doing this, Andrea. Make me stop. How about that? Try and make me quit. I have set myself a goal that I will stay with stamping until I hit my $1 million. I will absolutely do that. Then what happens after? Like, I don't know, because it depends on my children. It depends on my husband, you know, if he's getting ready to retire. So yeah, I'm in it. I'm in it till I hit $1 million in sales. That's goals. That is goals. All right, so we just wrapped a little bit of that linen thread around there. We're going to add that to a navy scallop rectangle here. Um, oh, Betty, you're so sweet. I love you, kid. Love ya. Um, how close am I? Andrea asked. How close am I to selling $1 million? I'm going to guesstimate. My goal is in the next 5 years. That's my plan. Is the next 5 years to hit 1 million. Um, Ideally, I think I can do it in 3. So how close I am, I'm not exactly sure. That can vary so much, right? Just based on year to year. But that's my goal, is within the next 5 years to be $1 million seller and invent a stamp set and go on an awesome retreat. All right, so we've got basic white there just for the center. Okay, and see, we've got that gap. So how are we going to do that? We're going to flip this one over and we're going to use, now you can use dimensionals. If you've got dimensionals, go ahead and use them. I like this. Dimensionals will make it a little less wobbly. I think you'll notice that mine's got some wobble to it. But I do like it because it's one strip. Just got a little wiggle room there, but no biggie. I prefer it. That's just me. I'm just saying. And what actually works perfect is the end.